us. And so the curse of Adam, Jesus has cancelled them. And today we are back in reconciliation with God. We can go to the Garden of Eden again and have fellowship with God. In the time of Noah, God was so angry, he destroyed everyone, but he found a man in Noah. He said, build an ark and let those who want to be saved enter into that ark. Noah was the man who was used by God. Himself and the family survived. At the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, God came down and destroyed the whole of the people. But then we have Abraham who interceded for Sodom and Gomorrah. But because there were not enough righteous people, that those two cities have to go down. We remember the story of Moses, where Moses was in the court of Pharaoh. He performed a miracle. His rod became a serpent, and the magicians were saying, Satan too can do miracles, we too can do it. They also threw down their rod, they became serpent. What is the end of the story? The rod of Moses swallowed all the serpents of the enemy. And when you live here today, your rod will swallow the enemy's rod in the name of Jesus Christ. You remember the story of Gideon? 32,000 volunteers came. God said, let them go. I don't need all of them. Only 300 were used by God to defeat an army of thousands of people. Even when you are alone, you are more powerful to put your enemies to flight. Don't be worried if you are in a minority. We need a minority to bring change in our society. When God is going to bring any change, He will use a man, He will use a Deborah, He will use a Gideon, He will use a Joseph to go ahead to get it done. You are the one that God has chosen today. May you get the job done in the name of Jesus Christ. There was also another problem at the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Nebuchadnezzar said, bow down to an image, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, we are not bound down. Our God is able to deliver us, and He will deliver us. If He chooses not to deliver us, we still will not bow. This journey to heaven, you will not bow to the devil. In the name of Jesus Christ. They have signed a decree to kill all the Jews in Shushan when they were in exile in Babylon. But Esther said, pray for me, fast for me, I will go. If I perish, I'll perish. If she had not gone, millions of the people would have been killed. A young girl of 20 years, just like David at 17, rose up for the people and they were able to bring change. Esther delivered the people. We had an enemy at the time of Nehemiah. God asked him, he was building the walls of Jerusalem that was down. And you know their name? Samara, Tobiah, and Geshem were discouraging them. Nobody will discourage you. I said nobody will discourage you. You will fulfill your ambition. All bad counselors will not be silenced there. Nigeria will survive. Nigeria will be saved. Time of reflection will come again. After this darkness, there shall be a glorious day. In the name of Jesus Christ. God was able to overcome them. What of the Pharisees? Jesus came doing good. He came healing the sick, feeding the 5,000, showing them the way to heaven. But at the time when it mattered, when they appeared before the justice system, they appeared before Pilate, the procurator. And he said, look, I'm going to release one person. Here is Jesus, the Son of God, who was doing good. Here is Barabbas. Who did they vote for? Democracy. They voted for Barabbas. And they crucified Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Even Jesus had enemy. You think he had it easy? As a young boy, born in an animal house, no room in hospital for him, a simple boy of Nazareth. When Herod heard that the Messiah had been born, what happened? He decided to kill all the children in the city. And Jesus and the parents ran away and became a refugee. You hear of refugee? In refugee camp, Jesus was a refugee in Africa. Jesus was saved in Africa when his life was threatened. Because of him, they killed so many innocent children, like Boko Haram is doing today. This is not new. Jesus went through this. And on the cross, he gave us a victory. He said, it is finished. We thank God for the fact that God was able to bring Jesus to die for us, and he gave us the victory. After Jesus Christ left, we have Nero and other emperors of the Roman Empire who are killing Christians, throwing them to the lions, beheading them. Peter was crucified upside down. Paul was beheaded. Terrible things happened. But then there were church fathers who were writing to defend the faith. People like Papayas, people like Athanasius, people like Tertullian, people like Iloro, St. Augustine, most of them African, Origen and other. Africa fought for Christianity. And these are the people who are the defenders of the Christian faith. They use their brain to fight for Christianity. And there are many other problems going on now. I was at Cambridge University some time ago, 2014, and I saw a whole faculty dedicated to Charles Darwin. This was the man who originated the theory of evolution. He says God didn't create man. The world came to be by evolution. You are too important and too complex to be a product of accidental evolution. The world is teaching our children that God is not the one that created them. We were made in the image of God. Say to yourself, I was made in the image of God. Say, I have the Spirit of God in me. I am the image of God. I am not a product of evolution. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That is what they are teaching our children today. You go to Russia, you go to China, they say there is no God. Communism says there is no God. All these Chinese people, they don't believe in God. What does the Bible say? A fool will say there is no God. You go to the Western society, they tell us that God is not important. Don't pray in public. Don't bring God into politics. And so they lock God out of the society. Today, their society is upside down. Today, they are worshiping sports. They are worshiping drama. Ronaldo today has more money than any professor of medicine anywhere in the world. Our values are upside down. The heroes today are not those who are playing. They are not the morally upright. They are the people who have money because they play football and they can entertain and they can go about naked. These are the problems we are dealing with today.